clear and it's good. I don't know. It's a new microphone. Only it's my old microphone, believe it or not. I still have the old stuff. I found out what was going on with my microphone. It wasn't the cord. It was my adapter I used to plug into my Shure microphone. So I think I have to get a new adapter. Like 150 bucks. I'll figure it out. But I figured it out when I plugged in the cord. So sounds good. Sound clean. It's tough. It's not one of these $1 million mics. It's back in the day it was like 170, but it's still good. So if it's going to get the point across, good. As long as you guys can hear me, then we're going to be able to talk to this cat in the chat. But before we get to the cat in the chat, I want to go ahead and make sure that we recognize Jesse UU. So Jesse UU is in the chat tonight. He's been a part of the chatting channel for a very long time. Once sent me, I want to say he sent me beef jerky back in the day. He runs like a beef jerky farm, him and his wife or something. But reached out to me today about their family member who is battling leukemia. And since he's a member of Team 51, and I'm a huge supporter of Team 51, you guys know that. I want to put this out there now so you guys can see it. And we can go about it. You know that we support each other in this community. So here's support for Paisley. Fight against cancer. It's $25 a block. I guess they're going to do a block and a drawing, however they're going to do it. I don't even care how they do it. Just know that you have a chance to win money off of this. You have a chance to get your money back, per se. But as we do this, once all the blocks are filled, goal is 100 blocks, they'll record a computer-generated drawing for the winner. 500 goes to the winner. The remaining will go directly to the father of this young lady. Help her fight cancer. She is the niece, I believe, of Jesse UU. Something to that effect. I would go look my DMs and get it to you. But if you want a Venmo, we're going through Venmo. And it's at C Wakey. C Wakey on Venmo. And that's where we're going to be. So I just want you to know that. And please, if you guys would like to help out this young lady, C Wakey, I'll do it. Please, Venmo. I've never done Venmo, so it's one of those things. But I'm going to help them out the best way we can. Let the community know what we're doing. We're trying to fight cancer. To fight cancer. Okay, so there it is. It's going to be pinned to the top of the chat the whole stream. No, I don't know. Not as nice but clear. Well, thank you. We'll do our best. You know, what can I do? What can I do? But this is for us. This is for Team 51. For any of you viewers of the channel, if you guys are abroad, right now we have it under Venmo, C Wakey. If you can, $25. So let me try to find out how I can Venmo things. I've never done Venmo, so I'm going to try to do it right now while we're live. Venmo, okay. Let's see what it tells me. I'm Googling. Doing the Google. I think I can Zelle. If you told me I could Zelle, I know how to Zelle. But I don't think I've ever Venmoed. Do I do PayPal? Does that do PayPal too? I don't know. Let's find out. I don't mind taking the time today, right now. So let's go ahead and download Venmo. I guess I'm going to do that. I don't mind taking this time right now because it's worth it for this young lady who's battling cancer. And we're going to make sure she's the focus tonight as we do the show. Now, we're going to do the show. We're going to talk GameStop. We're going to talk education on markets and value. I'll even talk to this guy in the crowd who tries to say, try to call me out on something as I was starting the show. I didn't really understand the meaning behind it. I bought a block. I DM'd Jesse just to make sure he looped in the baby girl's family so they weren't like, oh, who the hell is Anthony? But hope the baby girl fights back. Yeah, couldn't imagine. You and me both. The information is on the Discord, guys. It's in the GME channel. Team 51 shows up. Everyone about to buy all the rest of them blocks. Yeah, I'm about to right now. I'm about to buy a block. I didn't buy a share today. I'll buy a block. But I've got to download Venmo to do it. Or maybe my wife has Venmo. Maybe I should ask her. I don't know if she has Venmo. We don't really send money to each other other than through Zelle. If she has it, I'll tell her to do it. It's going. I'm at 100%. Hold on. Maybe I got to sign in, do all this stuff. I've never done this before. It's a good time to have it. Venmo. Sign up for the kids. Here we go. Through my phone number? Perfect. Love that. So I don't have to do it through my name or anything. This is good. Boom. Boom. Got it. Let's see how long this takes me to do. I don't mind. And remember, if you're a grown man and you use two hands on your cell phone, just let it go, bro. Let it go. Like, if you should be texting with one hand. Everything you should do is one hand on the cell phone. Let's see. My email address. Boom. My password. I get to make it anything I want? Oh, babe. GameStop won't stop! Exclamation point. That sounds about right. Let's see what else I got. Yeah, I agree to terms. There we go. All right, I'm in. How do I send money? How do I do this? I don't even know how. We'll find out. We'll find out together. Thank you for the shout out, bro. Really. Oh, Jesse, we're just getting started, man. Nathaniel, it's on the page. I'm going to go. It's right here. So I'm showing you her picture. But to donate, you go through here. It's Venmo at cwakey.com. Or cwakey. That's it. So cwakey. I mean, it's the best we can do tonight as we start. We got to start out the show right. Cool. All right, we're there. Let's figure it out. I agree. I figured all you guys do it. It must be a real thing. Let's see. By tapping agree, you confirm that you've read. I have read. There we go. Cool. Next. All right. Oh, they want to know my card number. Holy card number. Hold on. We got a Visa. Hold on. Hey, can I borrow your guys' card? Hold on. I got to go get my card. Hold on. We're doing this together. All right. So my Visa card, I gotta punch that bad boy in. Hold on. Don't worry. 4143 72 11 1936. I won't tell you the rest, I guess. Yeah, you guys be good, right? You guys really thought I'm giving you the whole way through, man? You gotta work for it. Try out the last four numbers, don't worry. Okay. All right, we added it in. Are we ready? Almost ready. Okay. Don't care about that. You get automatic updates in your account. Not now. Pay or request. I want to pay. Get started. Select your at. Is it really this easy? C Wakey. Okay. Is that Chantel Wakey? Is that who we're sending it to? Jesse? Chantel Wakey? Let me know if I'm right on that. C Wakey on the Venmo. We're fighting cancer tonight. Is it Chantel Wakey? I'm hoping it is. Yes, it's Chantel Wakey. Chantel is my wife. She's hosting this. Okay. Marantz, my wife and mother are cancer survivors. As you know, I've got small children, so my wife, being a cancer battle survivor, is bigger than ourselves. I appreciate you doing these gestures. Oh, always, brother. Always. Message me in the Discord, and I can send better details. Sorry, just got home. No worries. I got it. I got Chantel Wakey right here. Now it says send. You said $25. I don't send 25. I'm going to do 51 because I'm team 51. So what's this for? And I'm going to put on here. Is it Paisley? I believe that's her name. I want to spell it right. Paisley. Paisleey. Miss Paisley needs our help. The family needs our help. And that's what we're here to do. I don't need to buy GameStop shares tonight, tomorrow, next week. I'm going to do it like this. And I know Jesse's good for it. I've known Jesse for 4 years. Him and his brother, they've been with the show for a very long time, and they wouldn't reach out to me unless it was sincere. That's how I know. So, $51 for Paisley, guys. I know. I beat you guys to it this time. Last time you guys did it to me. So, perfect. You sent a payment to Chantel. You've unlocked a bonus offer. Congrats, you've earned $20 in shipment fee. You earned $20 cash back just for trying shipments. Oh, yeah, no. I'm good. I don't need any offers, bros. I just want to give the money, call it a day. So there you go to Jesse and your family. We appreciate you guys. God bless you guys. I'll tell you my cancer story later on. But you know what? The show will start when I say it starts. So let's go and do the cancer story. So I don't know if you guys know this about me. Maybe you guys do. Some of you guys know some of the stories. But so when I was very young, had a favorite cousin. So a lot of favorite cousins. And one of my cousins, his name was Isaiah Ryan. And Isaiah Ryan, what we call him by, but Garza. So Isaiah Ryan was diagnosed with brainstem cancer. So we knew it wasn't curable at the time. And he went through all the sickness. He went through all the whole fight, the battle. And Isaiah made it all the way to 8th grade. And I was a new father. The year was 2004, 2005, and 2006. If I'm not mistaken, Isaiah passed away April 1st, 2005. I want to say it's 2005. I have to get my timeline right. Hold on. My son was born. Yeah. Had to be 2005, 2006. One of those years. It's so long ago. But when he passed, it was traumatizing to the family because when he's 13, 14, he was full of life. He had his whole life in front of him. He'd been a phenomenal human. He was extremely intelligent, one of the most smart kids. I mean, he taught my little brother how to read. He was just another world. So Isaiah is the reason why we fight cancer, because my whole family then dedicated themselves to fighting cancer. And so I joined the board of directors of a company of a nonprofit organization called the Fight Cancer Now Society. So Fight Cancer Now, I was the treasurer, and I joined that board. It was awesome. In 2007, I joined the board of directors there. Then my mother was on the board of directors for American Cancer Society out of the Coachella Valley, out of Riverside County, where she was also the president of that. I ended up becoming their public speaker, so I did public speaking for them at the Fight Cancer Now and the Fight Back at the Relay for Life. So all the Relay for Life that you guys do, where you do continuous laps around the park for hours and hours, my family had a huge part of that for years. We're talking about over a decade, easy. My father was the DJ for the events, so he would donate his time as a DJ 24 hours. He would DJ the whole night through, 24 hours, nonstop playing music. We care, we fight, and everyone's affected by this. It's not singular. They don't care who you are. They don't care if you're a millionaire. They don't care if you're just somebody coming up in the world or just born. James Vanderbeek, somebody who people knew and recognized off of Dawson's Creek, just passed away this week from colon cancer. It's a scary thing. Cancer is a scary thing, and you have to run at it. You can't run from it, but it's going to take a village. You can't do it by yourself. It'll take you out. The chemo itself, just getting the news and how you react to it. But all friends and family have been affected by cancer. I had a Thea who just passed away 2 months ago from it. There's a lot of people that come and go. But as long as we stay positive and we keep fighting the right fight and you live life to the fullest, we'll do the best we can. So shout out to Paisley and her family. Jesse, we got you all night. Please Venmo at C Wakey. It is pinned to the top of the chat. It will be all night. Go ahead and show support for Team 51 if you'd like. But let's raise some money for this young lady and her family. They need the support. We do this, we do this about once a year, twice a year. We get on our investment game, and we also get on our help out Team 51 best way we can. So thanks again. Thank you for reaching out this afternoon, Jesse. I told you I'd help you out the best I can. So let's just do that, okay? Please, guys, if you guys are going to send super chats, don't send me super chats. Send them to C Wakey. Go ahead and send some money to C Wakey on Venmo. Do not send me super chats tonight. I don't want them. I don't need them. We're here to work. We're here to get some stuff. So my bad. I must have misunderstood that it was your wife put on the fundraiser. Thought it was baby girl's mom. All good. All good. You guys are awesome. Really means a lot. Yes. It seems Venmo not available in Canada. Well, in that case, Alan, throw me the super chat, bro. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We're fine. Hey, I love you guys. I have a lot of jokes inside. You know what? I had a hell of a day. I don't know if you guys. I've been to like 3 award ceremonies, all these fancy dinners. They're like $125 a plate, $200 a plate, $1,000 a table, like crazy stuff we do. And it's not like that. I'm just invited, guys. Hey, let me tell you, it's free food. Yeah, let me show up. Food's always trash at these things, dude. I never had a good plate. It's crazy. But I tell you what, I had a good plate on. I had a good plate on information coming out of GameStop. Obviously, Larry Chang is putting out some tweets that matter. Let me clear out my phone here because I was closing up Venmo. I hope that helps you out there, Jesse. That's the best I can do, the $51. But you know what? Life gets better, man. Life gets better every day. Every day we can battle it and we can do it together. So what I wouldn't give, right? What I wouldn't give to have my cousin Isaiah here. That guy was a beast. And I think it'd have been like, I think as it stands right now, Isaiah would have been like 35, 36 years old, something like that. I can't even imagine because he was such a cool dude. Yeah. But we can do it. We can do it. We don't want to have those conversations about Paisley. We want to help her out. We want to keep going. So, guys, as I start the show, as I do my thing, come with me, do our thing. Let me get ready for it all. I'll see you guys in a minute. I'll be right back. I'd want to do that for our man Jesse and his family. Shout out to Paisley. Do your thing, Paisley. Keep battling. Team 51, we got you. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Killing it. Killing it, guys. Here's the track. Here's the lines. Somebody said something stupid in the chat. Wanted to ruin the night. I won't let him happen. Not before we talk about Miss Paisley. If you guys look at it, Venmo C Wakey. We're battling cancer, guys. Thank you. Thanks to you, Marantz. Good thing you did for this family. We're still getting going. We donate to someone. What's the link? It's not a link, Muslim man. It is just a Venmo. I don't know if you have access to Venmo. If you do, and you can Venmo C Wakey, we appreciate it. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Go ahead and feel free to send what you can. The ideal send is $25. And they're doing a drawing for some type of giveaway, $500 potential chance of winning $500. See if you can give me like 3 squares there. Jesse, I'm trying to win that money back, bro. Don't worry. If I win, Jesse, just say this very loudly and clear to you and your family. If I were to win, give the other additional money to the family. I don't need the $500. So let's do that. Okay? So I know I sent you enough for some squares, but I will definitely give you the money back. I don't need it. Let's get to it, guys. Here's the chart. Let's talk this out. But before we talk about the chart, I'm going to leave it up there while I talk. There is a guy in the chat. Who was he? Who was the Debbie Downer? What did he say? I'd never heard of this guy a day in my life. I've never seen him a day in my life. His name is Barn. Barn Esgot SVU. I don't know who you are, bro. I don't care who you are. But Diamond Hands from Patrick Squires. Thank you, Diamond Hands, Patrick Squires. Appreciate you, bro. This guy, I'm just going to call him Barney. Mr. Barney here says, I'm curious why the video titles are completely different price targets. What are you talking about? Maybe I missed it. Here you go. You say, the next little paragraph you sent here. You said, I respect you, Mr. Marantz, but I'm afraid you're starting to lean on titles that create shock value, when you've always been just the facts regardless of the excitement they cause. Did you think that one up all through to yourself? Is that what you did? Gotta say, Team 51 is real fam. Got each other's back. Yeah, J-Dubs, we do. That's how we do it. You know how it goes. So I'll be announcing that every I don't know, 15 minutes, every 30 minutes. We'll get back to it. But let me talk to this guy about titles. The title of the last stream, maybe you didn't realize what it said. It said GameStop is $220. And breaking news, that wasn't my announcement. That was PP Seeds. But maybe you missed that part of the video when I said that. Maybe you didn't understand. But maybe it really is worth $220. But I'll go ahead and I'll play your game. And we'll look at what I wrote. And just so we're clear, I said GameStop is worth 100 and how much? Did I say? I don't even remember. Look at that. I don't even know the title of the damn show. 100 and let me go Google it. Let me go look at it real quick. Hold on. It says GameStop is worth, I don't know, viewer activity. I don't know where's the name? Where's the name? Oh, right there. 165 per share. Oh. Did I lowball the number? Did I get you 165? You think, let me ask you something, Barney. Do you think I gave it any thought? Believe it or not, J-Dub is in fact my biological brother. That's awesome, Marantz. I will give updates about Paisley in the Discord as well. Team 51 is the real ones. Yeah. We knew that. We knew that going in. You thought we were gonna. You ever done a fundraiser? You go, man. I really hope we raise $100 here. We're doing a little bit more than that tonight. Let me tell you something. And I only say it respectfully to everyone who respects their money and respects the gains they have coming their way. I want to ask you guys a question before I go in on this topic about price action and price targets. Is the volume loud enough for the microphone, or should I raise it? I can still raise it if I had to. I just want to ask you guys, is it loud enough? Because I feel like I'm shouting, and it's just not loud enough. You tell me, though. I'll wait for your guys' applause or response. No, maybe not. Yeah. Raise it. Raise the volume. Okay. Incoming, sir. Properties. Cancel. Filters. Gain. Let's throw in some gain on here. Gain. Gang. Let's see if that works. Oh, red line. All right, let's see. No, red line. Hello? Hi. That's about right there. I should put in a limiter, huh? Oh man, that's good. All right, how's that better? Is that better for you guys? I hope it is. Yeah. You could increase the volume a bit. Way better. That's what they say. Way better, Marantz. All right. See, I have to find it. It takes me time, guys. Loud and clear. All right, perfect. So check this out. It's my backup microphone. I got it out like 2 minutes before I hit live. Because when I found out my adapter was broken, I said, damn it, man. It still works, but it's very sensitive to like movement or anything I do. So I'm just like, the hell with it. I'm not going to play with that tonight. I got my old bad boy with me. I don't know if you guys remember this bad boy right here. This bad boy right here that switches colors every time you touch it or you hit, it'll go mute. If I hit the top, it goes mute. Remember that? I was doing the whole, there was a midget. He ran in here and touched the top of my shit. It was awesome. You guys had to be there for that rant. You know, we have like almost 5,000 videos on the internet, and I challenge you guys to try to get through them all. Because you could just hit play on a video from like 2022. You might hear some funny shit. You might hear some wild shit. Whatever. I don't know. All right. Price targets. Do you think that I just make up a number? I get 165. That's a made up number. It's not a made up number. That's derived from $75 billion worth of market cap, where I think GameStop should be fair value. I wrote fair value. I didn't read, that's the end of it all or where we're headed. It's just fair value now, today. And I'll tell you why. Because in the world of finance, in the world of investing, and anyone will tell you this, even the guys who say that they can't give you valuation for GameStop until the cash is deployed, the fact that they have the cash is what you should be giving them value for. When you have cash, you have to attribute what they potentially would be worth if they deployed it. You have to. You don't get to sit on your hands and say, well, we can't give it a value until it happens. Then that means you're giving value after the fact. You're supposed to be forward thinking. To give you an example, guys, in all of the stock market, every single investment, I don't care which AI company it is, what retail company, they all either are doing mark-to-market accounting, where they're actually valuing and giving each other valuation based off of what will happen, not what has happened. Because they haven't collected a single dollar on these commitments, yet they're penciling them in for value and for worth. Okay, well, GameStop could technically do the same thing, right? Or Wall Street could. They could definitely go to GameStop and go, you know what? You have $9 billion worth of cash. Out of that $9 billion deployed, what would be your return on your investment? Well, it could be potentially 10%. I'm going to ballpark it and say 10%. That's if you fail. If you fell over on top of yourself, you go, oh man, I only made 10%, because 4% is what your rating will be just for cash itself. And then 6% on what? Because you actually had a plan, you developed, and you made money off of it, and it generates a profit. This is how money works. This is how investing works. If I got 10% on $9 billion, you'd have to give me $900 million. So why are we not getting value for $900 million plus the $600 million we actually do make? Oh, but you're double dipping on cash, Marantz. You have to take away 300. Okay. So then maybe we're not 1.5, maybe we're 1.2? $1.2 billion? What do you times that by? 50? I'm asking. I'm just asking. Getting multiple of 50? Because everybody else is getting multiples of what? 200, 400, 100. Carvana, 100. Palantir, 250. Tesla, 200. GameStop, nothing. They're revolutionary. They're tech-driven, and they have us. They have the real investors, the people. They're the people's champ. You have to give them value. One day, you're going to have to give them value for what they are and what they have. And Wall Street won't do it. But if I took you and I said, you know what? We should be worth X amount. 1.2 billion, 1.5 billion times 50, just ballparking, 75 million? 75 billion? 60 billion? Hit or miss. Hit or miss. They're a $60 billion company, $7 billion company. Over here on Wall Street, the lawyers at White & Case, they said they're $100 billion. Ryan Cohen thinks a couple of $100 billion because they understand the value, the power of, and people need to recognize this, okay? You don't need to be worth $1 trillion to be given value of $1 trillion. Do we understand? I'm going to give you Palantir. Palantir, the company, makes money, a lot of money, and they have tremendous growth. But they make about $1.2 billion, $1.3 billion a year. 1.2, 1.3 billion. That's factored in. That's factored in, the 1.2, 1.3. But then the cash is factored in too. They got $6 billion cash. Okay. Valuation, $500 billion. You don't have to be worth that to get the value. The whole idea that people keep looking at GameStop goes, well, how are they going to be worth $100 billion? They're only $10 billion in assets. A lot of companies are only $20 billion, $30 billion in assets, and they're giving valuation of $100 billion, $200 billion, $300 billion. They don't match because it's not that. It's only that it's a GameStop rule. It's not a rule for me and a rule for thee. It literally is just a rule for we, GME. We the people. GameStop is definitely worth well above what you see on paper. That $23.57 was what we were worth when we had $1 billion, right? When we made no money, when we lost $300 million a year. Didn't matter. We held it up ourselves. But now that we've come full circle, full turnaround, and they still won't give us valuation for the cash not being deployed, okay. That's your mistake. That's your fault. But we're coiling up, right? This thing's about to pop. This thing's about to get out of here. Next week, next year, next lifetime. Wouldn't matter. You're not listening to what I'm telling you. When Wall Street's giving valuation for everybody and everything, and you got these wannabe YouTubers that think they know finance. Hey, Tony, let me tell you something. You and the rest of your get-along crew with Meltdown, you guys are clueless. And you know how I know you're clueless? Because you guys bought GameStop shares. You see, if you believed half the shit you say, oh, no. No, you buy them because you want volatility. Because you guys want to run. You guys want to run up, sell, take what you can and run. That's good. Do what you guys do. But don't ever confuse the two. Us and you. We're investors. You guys are not. And you guys can sit there and talk to each other all night. We're ignoring the shit out of you. And for good reason. It won't ruin my parade. This company's worth $100 billion right now. Right now. Because if you knew what the outcome's going to be for that income, you have to give it a multiple. And your multiple is based off of what you will be worth, not what you're currently worth. And right now, GameStop's only getting a multiple of what they're currently worth, i.e. what they currently have in their pockets. Nobody gives valuation like that. Not a damn person in the world. If you had $1 million, you as a person, and you go to the bank, do you know what you're worth to the bank? 10, 20, 30. Oh, yeah. Because they're going to see how they can get that million out of you over the next 30 years via interest, via ideas, business ideas. Yeah, I got this great investment for you. Why do you think that always happens? You're going to find out. You're all going to find out. GameStop gets to deploy cash, and they get to invest it, and they're going to get a return on that investment. And it's going to be a positive investment. Always cash on the upside. And as it keeps going and they remember, they don't lose their 10 billion, 9 billion. No, they increase it. It's never going to be less than it is right now. So when do you want to jump into it? What do you want to do? Cost average is $23.57. My cost is $23.63. I'm 6 cents down. Am I mad? Nope. I'm 3 cents down on the after hours. Don't care. Market's not open on Monday. Oh, well. Wall Street knows. Everybody knows. You know what's the best part about it? Today's Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, and we are halfway done with the month. We're almost out of here. Man, I can't wait to get to March. You guys know what happens in March? Well, according to some guys, if you're looking at the stars and you're rubbing your pennies together and you're reading tweets at the right time and you click the like buttons, yeah, something's going to happen. Me, I don't care. No, not at all. This is a great chart. You guys know anything about finance? I know a lot about finance. I know you think I don't, but it's cool. Some of you guys, I don't know. I know a lot about it. You know what I know about it? There's peaks and troughs. And peak to trough, we haven't touched in a year and a half. A little over a year and a half. I think it's time to touch the peak. We can be in the trough zone all night long. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy. Gonna get a 21, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna be wild. You know, you guys are gonna see those numbers just start turning on the screen. It's gonna make people's stomach turn. Do you guys remember when the dollars would just be turning like it's at the damn gas pump? You're at a speedometer. You're just like, it's just going. You're just like, oh shit. Like, damn, huh? Then you go check your account, you refresh, and you go, man, I could have more. I got more money coming. More money's coming. You know what was cool? I had this moment with my son today in the truck. It was quite possibly the best drive home I've ever had in my life. My dad, my brother, my son and I, as we were talking, and my son had this idea of viewing the family. He said, you know, Dad, GameStop, when it takes off, because I feel like you'll be emotionally detached from things. He's like, right now, I feel like you're all in. Like you could touch things. He's like, but when you have a lot of money, then maybe you won't care about things so much, or you won't spend time with kids and family and whatever it may be, you know. I had to remind him. I said, do you know where I came from? I never forget where I come from. Like all the luxuries in life that you provide for your children that you never had. I know I do it. I don't know if you do, but I do. Like I looked at Anthony, right, as a father. He's a father of two, and they have a great family dynamic, and they're doing the best they can with what they've got. But let me tell you, little AJ and Leanna, you know what they do? They get everything they need. just from observing what I see. I'm not talking about physical. I'm talking about love, right? You create this environment for people to thrive and grow up in. I look at Kyoto. Kyoto takes time off from the show. You guys don't know this. He texts me and go, "Hey, Marantz, I'm not going to be part of the show. We've got this going on. We got cherry blossom season. We got this. We got this whole event with at the temple with the family and all this." And I go, "Okay, no problem. You're not going to be around. That's cool." Ruben, got to get my girls. Got to go pick them up. Got to say goodbye. It's always family first. Everybody's creating this environment to succeed. That's what we're doing with the money we have. You know, growing up, I didn't have a pantry. We didn't have a pantry. And we sure as hell didn't have snacks. You know, we weren't the house where we had snacks. We were like, we didn't know what the hell snacks were. It blew my wife's mind that I didn't have a birthday cake until I married her, till I met her. I had never had a birthday cake. 24 years, never blew out candles on a birthday cake. Never. I know. You're like, what? No. I mean, what would we do? We have a big cake for me and Reek, or 2 cakes, or we had none of that. We would have Little Caesars pizza, 2 pizzas. Hey, happy birthday, man. No present, no singing songs, none of that shit growing up, because it was just another day. So when I tell you I create this environment for my children, and I have this conversation with them, it's like it's a conversation that we should all be having with our children when we say, you know, we're not just trying to buy you things to keep you occupied. We're not just trying to buy you things to buy your affection. We're giving you tools to succeed in the world that we're given. And we want you to be just as great as we were, or better. We always want our kids to be better. I don't know a single parent that doesn't want their kids to be better than them. And if you do, if you're one of those against your own children, well, then that's your own damn fault. But for me, no. But then you got to throw a bone every now and then. You got to throw a bone out to your family, right? So like I told my brother, I told my son, I said, hey, you know, my brother, I hired him to do this stuff for us, to do stuff around the house, to do stuff for this. And he was like, oh, he never understood why I did that. And I said, no, I hired him because I wanted to throw him the bone. I want to throw him some money for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, so he can provide for his family. It's a blessing. It's God. It's a calling. So when you see it and you can give your tithes and you can help out your community, I always want to push that out there and make sure people understand. Be real, and be real with yourself. What's coming our way is going to change the way you might conduct business, but for the better. And remember the people that got you there, your family. They kept you alive. They kept you upright. They got you to and from work. They didn't allow you to sell your shares, so they kept you focused on a lot of things. For me personally, I think of my wife every day. I came home tonight. I had a Thanksgiving or a Valentine's Day gift for my wife, and flowers and Girl Scout cookies, her favorite ones, and a card and all this stuff, and taking her out tonight. And I said, Mama, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you for what you do for this family. And I'm telling you guys, remember all of these things, because when it hits and the numbers start turning again, okay, and the numbers are going up, and it's not $23, it's $53, it's $73, it's $93, it's coming. But are you going to be prepared? And when it's all said and done, make sure you throw your brothers and sisters a bone. Your family members that you need to keep an eye on. The environment you need to create to make sure people enjoy Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Do all of that, man. Don't let it happen. It says here, Burton says, don't have Venmo, don't have a lot of money, but can give something. Burton, I hear you, bro. We'll take care of that for them as well. I'll check in with Jay at the end of the show. Don't send money, Burton. Don't send a super chat. If it's going to be a stress, you know, we don't need the $20. We don't need it that way. Your presence is worth more than enough. That's it. But so this is conversations I have with my son while we're driving in the truck. Let him know, you know, you grow up without all these things. You might grow up without blankets and without pillows and without beds and sleeping on floors. And if you never had a roach in your house growing up, we didn't have them in my main house, but my grandma's house, she had roaches. You just found a way to kill them before you ate them. That was it. It's a different life we live in. Right now, we don't live like that, and that's because society built us a different way. But be thankful, guys, for what you have. That was my point. Keep grinding. Bunk beds in Section 8. Wouldn't change a thing. There you go, Sir Moise. I'm with you. Me and Reek, I remember we had bunk beds, and when we got old enough, they broke them apart and put them side by side. That's when we were like, yeah, we got this. But we used to be in bunk beds. And Reek and I were crazy, man. Anyway, back to you guys, back to the chat, back to the show. A lot of things were happening today and announcements for all parts of the markets. I always read them, try to remember what I want to talk about as we go through it. But the biggest thing was, there's a whole thing going on here about Epstein files, where they're trying to distract you with some information. People trying to give you more information about I don't know if you guys saw this. There's a Nevada brothel that's trying to form a union. Hold on, ladies. Hold on. I don't know what they're trying to get paid or how they're trying to do it, but if they're going to start pricing out these guys who visit Bunny Ranch, we're going to have problems. Not me. I ain't got that kind of money, bro. I'm not going to do it. But I did read an article that came out of Seeking Alpha. If you guys don't know about the Seeking Alpha articles you guys read, if you ever look at articles and says source Seeking Alpha, understand you could be Seeking Alpha. Anyone can write a Seeking Alpha article. It only costs you $25 to post. Last I checked. Might be $35 by now. But Seeking Alpha article came out and said you should buy, not Palantir, but CoreWeave. Said you should buy CoreWeave. I'm just going to tell you now, and nothing can be further from the truth. CoreWeave is not the investment you think it is. CoreWeave is the one that has been romantically linked to NVIDIA. And when I talked to that guy from Raymond James last night, when he says, hey, NVIDIA is correlating up, and I think it's going to go big. And, it's too easy to call out the biggest and best blue chip in the world, the one that's been winning for the last 3 years. Don't come at me and tell me something's going to go up and you're ready for it to see it go. Just know that stop cherry picking the top of the line, because very soon, which it's all relative, by the way, it's going to be GameStop. It's going to be GameStop, and it's going to be nothing else on this planet. And remember this, there is not a single ounce of FOMO in GameStop. No one is beating their chest for GameStop right now. No one's looking for it. There's not a single celebrity promoting it. There's no one retweeting GameStonk. And nothing's happening with GameStop. Except for Ryan Cohen trying to tell you he's going to do something massive, right? So I want to say this to you all. Prepare yourselves for what's coming. It's going to happen. And when the damn ships come sailing in, I pray to God you guys believe in Forrest Gump and Lieutenant Dan, because we're going to be the last boat in the harbor, and we're going to be doing it. We're going to have all the shrimp you can eat. We're going to have shrimp gumbo, shrimp stew, shrimp taffy, laffy taffy. We're going to have some shrimp tacos, shrimp burritos, and we're going to have, shrimp tostadas. We're going to have shrimp everything. Shrimp ceviche, you name it, shrimp lasagna, shrimp hamburgers, shrimp chili burgers, shrimp chili dogs. We're going to have shrimp everything. That's what we're going to have. Yeah, and we're going to be scrubbing the floors doing it. Shrimp spaghetti, shrimp penne pasta. Yep, we're going to do a little bit of, with a little bit of arrabbiata sauce on there. It's going to be amazing, guys, what happens to us. Just remember me. That's it. Just remember. You tell all your folks and family. You guys, go watch this guy. This guy's been right for 10 damn years. While they all said he was wrong. While they all, tried to destroy his life. How'd that work out for you guys? Is it still working? You guys still trying to do that? You guys still going around? Oh, Wakey. Wakey's got, let's see what Wakey just said. Let's see what Chantel Wakey said. Thank you so much, Marantz, for your support in Paisley's fight. I have your name down. There we go. And we'll let you know when all the blocks are filled. Good luck in the drawing. I will have Jess record the drawing and send it on Discord. That's fine. But remember what I said, Chantel and Jesse. If I win, please, pretty please, give the money to the family. I don't want the money. Okay? I don't want the money for the giveaway. So I want to make that very clear to you guys. And shout out to Paul. If you guys didn't hear from Paul, our man Paul Lepore. Paul is a guy who we raised money for a couple of months ago for a new wheelchair from Team 51. He's a Team 51 member who lives in his chair. He wants a better life. And we provided that better life because we were able to buy him a new wheelchair with the all the donations. I think we raised over $3,000 collectively, the family, us, everything. Best show out there. There you go, Smokes a Lot. Appreciate you guys. So, if you guys would like to donate to the Fight Cancer program that we're doing for Miss Paisley, you can donate. To donate, it's under Venmo. You do have the ability to win $500 if you donate $25. So Venmo at C Wakey. If you cannot donate $25, no harm, no foul. Send $5, bros. Send what you can. If you can send $5, you know, you might be able to do something for her. But let's just send what we can. I don't know. I know it's traditionally it says 25 because they're trying to sell these blocks. Send money. That's what I'm doing. And I hope you guys do the same if you can. If you can't, no harm, no foul. Just tell your friends and family about it. But that's what we're doing. We're raising money for Paisley. She's battling leukemia. And this is the fundraiser we're doing tonight. Yes, sir. From sleeping in my car to having to come up from nothing to having the worst year I've ever had in my life last year. No forgetting where I came from. J-Dubs, I hear that, man. I remind myself all the time. It was something that my brother's doing right now. I have a younger brother. My younger brother has had some terrible run in life. And not that it's all his choosing or not. He had a child with a woman who wasn't mature enough to have a child yet, nor was he, but she really wasn't. So he had to find a way. My brother has full custody of that daughter from the mother. And I should tell you, some state of California, men should never have custody of the kids because they don't let them unless the moms are really a piece of work. So he has full custody of his first daughter. Second daughter, her mother unfortunately passed away from a fentanyl overdose, and it was more of a not supposed to happen scenario, but it did. And so his second baby mama passed away, but that child is being loved and taken care of wholeheartedly. And his third child, fourth child are with his current girlfriend. So they do well, they do fine. They're living life. They're making it in life. So what I can tell you is this: when I say came up from nothing to something and sleeping in cars and every way you make it, there was a time where I used to do what my brother's doing. My brother, he has a daughter who has special needs. So he has to drive her to a certain school 30 miles away from his home. Drives her 30 minutes there, drops off all his kids at all the schools they go to, and he doesn't drive back home because he can't afford the gas to keep driving to and from 2 times a day, every day, right? There and back, and still work and still do stuff, everyone that he's doing. So he decides to stay at my dad's house. So drop off the kids, go stay at my dad's house for about 6 hours, then go back, get ready, wait for them, pick them up, and then take them back home. I used to do the same thing. Except I wouldn't drive. I'd take the bus. I lived next to the bus stop, and I would take the bus all the way in. And my wife hated it. I'd make my son, my youngest son, he would ride the bus with me. I taught him how to ride the bus for $1 a piece. $1 one way, $1 one way, $1 the other. I saved so much money that year, but I had to because I didn't have a car, didn't have a cell phone. I was just trying to live my life. And guys, when I tell you I was doing this is like 2017, 2018. It wasn't long ago. It was just, I was trying to get it together. I was trying to put some real work in. I did, and it worked out. But that's where we're at. Everybody's going through some trials. So, and you'll get through them, I promise you. Just keep praying and keep waking up. We've all survived 100% of our worst days. All right, first real question. Here we go. Because I don't count that other guy's real question. Go, oh, Marantz, your price target. My price target's dead on, by the way. El Kabong says, what are your thoughts on the PSA grading price increase? Now, I saw the increase for TCG cards. Am I correct on that? And I think we're up to $24.99. You guys let me know if I'm correct. I did see it post. And I also saw that return times are taking longer. It's laughable. It makes me laugh because you would think PSA was built for this and what came their way. But it all plays into a part of what I've been telling you guys. Just caught up 51 for Paisley's dad. Keep the 500. Patrick Squires, thank you so much. So there you guys go. Patrick Squires matched me and beat me. I put in another one, but still. But 51 plus, you keep the 500. Let them know, Jesse. Let them know. We're doing it. So thank you again, Patrick. Yeah, Team 51 coming through, man. Thank you guys for that too. Like I said, no super chats my way. Get them to Paisley. They're over here on please Venmo at cwakey.com or cwakey. That's what it is. Just at cwakey. Shout out to people who bought the book, by the way. The book was sold. Great Britain. Look at this. USA, Canada. Those are the last 3 places to buy the book. But shout out to Great Britain. They came and got one. Those are my boys. But anyway, back to what I was saying about this card increase. This is my problem I have with increases and what I have with Wall Street. Wall Street, come get me on this, okay? I'm here all week. I don't know if you guys noticed that it was earnings for a lot of companies, and everyone's announcing that they had a revenues beat. Revenue one. Oh, hold on. Somebody sent some messages. Hold on. I want to read these. It says Aaron. Aaron says this. Good evening, Marantz. I'm at a function, so I'll watch the show later, but I hope you have a great night. Thanks for the show. I had to buy 30 shares of GameStop today at the nice discount of $23.59. The book is awesome. Thank you, Patrick. The book is called Connect the Dots. It's the reason why GameStop's winning. I give you the playbook and how it's actually happening, what Ryan's doing. So anyway, check this out. As you guys look at everything we do, and you see all this revenue coming in, and people always announce a revenue number, and they'll say things like, well, they beat them on, and look at the increases on revenue. Look at the increase on revenue. In my mind, there's no such thing. Because I've been in the room. Here's the room. When I worked for Costco, and I was in a room, and we were doing budgeting. We're going over P&L, profit and losses, okay? And they come out with a number, and they go, okay, do you have any increases? You go, boom, I got an increase, and you got increase bakery, meat department, deli, service deli, food court, tire center, boom. Like you have increases everywhere, right? You know, hold on. Why do we have increases in revenue? Why? Because we increase prices? So just because we increase prices, that means your revenue went up. Okay. But did your units go up? So if I'm judging what GameStop's doing and their units are going up, their profit margin's going to go up. And so is the revenue. It'll eventually get there. It's going to be a slingshot out of the zone. PSA has the same issue because PSA is doing more units and increasing the price twofold. So they're going to kill their own numbers, but it's internal because it's a private company. So if you're getting to a level and you're holding the market accountable, and this is what you have to do, certainly for the TAM aspect, right? And in this case, the TAM, we don't know, TAM, total addressable market cap, of collectibles and or PSA graded cards, they're increasing their own TAM and they're keeping pace with the rest of the market of what they do. What is a dollar worth? What are you buying value mills for? What are you doing? Cost of living, right? So I pay attention to it because the conversations we had at Costco would be like, well, what were your impacts? Another thing people don't come into consideration about. Impacts. Has there been an impact this week, this quarter, this year? I'll give you this example. If you want to tell me what your earnings are, if you're Costco, you go, okay, Costco's earnings, they're massive, their gains, all this. And you go, hold on. Can I back out silver and gold? They sell a lot of silver and gold, millions and millions of dollars of it. Can we back it out? Because they didn't have that last year. Now can we do apples to apples? Because I guarantee you increases of 3% on payroll and benefits and everything is going to eat away at that margin you have. Oh, they increased their membership price last year, 2 years ago. Do you remember? Okay, boom. So this is why you can't gauge everything by dollars. And a lot of people do. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Certainly if you run your own business, just because you're making more money doesn't mean you're making more profit. That's why I tell you GameStop's profit is one thing. Their net profit versus, or even their operational profit is very different than their revenue. But these accountants and or these novice, when it comes to running business, they try to tie in the number. Well, the revenue is shrinking, so there must be a downfall coming. They can't just cut stores forever. And it's like, no, jackass. The more they cut, the higher the profit gets. And there is a bounce back. There is a break even. There's a thresh. But when you hit it, understand that you accelerate in the other direction, because now your growth is based off of this current metric and model, this blueprint, this scale. The verticals take you over the top. Let me give you the verticals. PSA graded cards. We're doing more cards than ever, and we increased the price. So what does that do for your revenue? Through the moon. This is elementary when it comes to retail. Yet you'll deal with everyone in the world to tell you that they think they know something, but yet they don't say it. Hey, shocker to everybody. When I came out with the private equity connect the dots angle and saying this is why things are going bankrupt, nobody said it. There's not a single YouTuber, TikToker, Reddit guy, noisy, hi. You never said it. So for you to say, well, anybody could do it or anybody could say it, why haven't you? I just told you another one about revenue. You guys, hey, well, anybody knows that. No, they don't. Or else you would have said it by now. Or you would have come to this conclusion, but you didn't. And the fact that you don't buy, you try to say people are fumbling their finances or people are in hardship. Do I look like I'm fumbling my finances, kid? I got a shirt worth more than your whole goddamn car payment. That's just the way I live my life. I live at a different level, like most of us. But you want to badmouth things, just like everyone else in the meltdown. Everyone comes to things when it comes to GameStop or Ryan Cohen, because it's not happening on your timeline, your time horizon. My risk tolerance is inevitable that it'll never be met. It'll never be reached. I'm infinite on this, okay? Because I'm numb to it all, or maybe I'm just stoic. Like, this is just the way I carry myself. I'm like, I'm down 10 grand. It's 10 grand I don't have or want. I don't count the $60,000 I have in GameStop towards my bank account ever. I never walk around saying, well, my net worth is this because of this. Doesn't matter. I counted that money out a long time ago, because every dollar I put into GameStop, I would have burned away years ago. I would have burned it away on value mills, on Pokemon cards, on League of Legends little cards, and WoW memberships, or even my wife and I just going out and having I could have did 10 vacations. Nice ones for 10 grand a piece, and I still have money left over. Wouldn't matter. I don't care. I don't care what you care about. You guys, all you guys out there that try to judge us as investors, Team 51, you guys try to judge us based off of what your outcome would be or what you substantiate as a return. I'm not looking for returns. It blows people's minds. I'm not looking for a return. I'm putting money in to watch it all happen. It's biblical. It's going to be so massive. And it's how close is it? It could be next month. Could be 2 months from now. Could be 5 months from now. Could be, I said November. You know why I said November? Because the warrants expire in October. I just want to see some fireworks happen. Maybe my birthday, November 14th. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm still plugging money in. I bought more. Yeah, I bought a little more. Maybe $10, maybe $10, maybe 10. Who cares? I don't need it back. You need it back. All of you guys who don't really understand GameStop or Ryan Cohen or myself. But for those of you that do, maybe this is where you want to be. Hanging out with us. I feel like dropping my whole my whole tax return on it. Yeah, you're not doing anything wrong there. By the way, Marantz, if you haven't heard, Pokemon Center canceled thousands of Ascendant Heroes ETB pre-orders. I just checked. GameStop sold out their pre-orders at $99 a box. Marantz, I need your help. Can we have a private discussion? Guys, please don't make fun of that kid. He's very troubled. His emojis in his Discord and his Twitter were a gun and Bed Bath & Beyond. He's very emotional. He's very unhinged. And it's sad to see. And he really was the guy that's crying out for help. And I don't ever want to make it that way. So I want to ask you guys right now, respectfully in the chat, can I speak to you guys in private? I don't want to do it in front of the whole crew. Can we just talk in private? Okay. I have this thing. It's pinned to the top of the chat right now, and it says, "Please Venmo at Wakey," because we're doing a fundraiser for Paisley. Paisley is a young lady who has leukemia. She has cancer, and she's fighting it. And her family needs a little bit of funds. We're trying our best to support them. Her family is our family, Team 51. They're GameStop investors. And I'd like to see us put our best foot forward. So let's have that private discussion by clicking your own Venmo. If you want to send Venmo, I already did it tonight. Venmo at Wakey, and see what we can do for Paisley. I appreciate you guys in advance. So thank you guys so much. Yes, really. That's why we're doing that speech right there. So yeah, if you guys ever want to do that in private, we could, but I'm going to do it in public because I support Team 51 and all the things that come with it. Now, I wanted to go over this post 2 days ago when it came out, but it's from Trove. It says, inside GameStop's $10 billion infinite money machine. Yes, they do have an infinite money machine. So Trove has been doing these posts on his YouTube page. He's hitting all the keywords, so he's working the SEO. He's doing great. If you listen to the serious man in expensive suits at CNBC, the ones with the ironic pocket squares and the reduced ratings. Oh, by the way, if he uses big words I don't know, I'm skipping the words, bro. This guy's an eloquent writer. I don't have time for this. GameStop was supposed to be a corpse by now. It was supposed to be the blockbuster video of the 2020s, a rotting carcass of physical media picked clean by the vultures of private equity, left to bleach in the sun of a digital world. We know that. Instead, as of February 2026, the company is sitting on a cash pile roughly the size of a small nation's GDP, gross domestic product, funded entirely by the same financial geniuses who bet the house on its destruction. That's right. It is the single funniest joke in the history of American finance, and nobody on Wall Street is laughing because they are starting to realize that the punchline might cost them billions. It might just be them. It is. Here's how a dying seller of Funko Pops turned itself into a financial weapon of mass destruction, and why October 2026 might be the month the casino finally breaks. The free money glitch, a masterclass in accidental genius. The first thing you need to understand is that GameStop is no longer a video game store. That is just the costume it wears to the mall to keep the landlords happy. Underneath the hoodie, it's a ruthless, capitalized acquisition vehicle that operates more like a sovereign wealth fund than a retailer. That is correct. The company is currently hoarding roughly $8.8 billion in cash and the $500 million in Bitcoin. But the truly perverted part is, the part that should be taught in business schools under how to exploit a broken system is where nearly half of that money came from. Wall Street banks and hedge funds, the so-called smart money, loaned GameStop $4.2 billion. They did this via convertible senior notes maturing in 2030 and 2032 at a cost of around $29 a share. In a world, if you lend a dying mall retailer $4 billion, you charge them interest, a lot of it. You squeeze them until their eyes pop out. That sounds about right. That's a leverage buyout type style. But this isn't the world. This is a normal world. This is the post-meme era, where volatility is the only currency that matters. The demand to hedge against GameStop's violent price swings was so desperate that institutions agreed to lend Ryan Cohen this money at 0% interest. Read that again. The predators of high finance, in a desperate bid to hedge their own chaotic bets, a trade known as the convertible arbitrage, where they bet the debt and short the stock to capture the spread, handed them sworn enemy. They handed the sworn enemy $4.2 billion interest-free loan that doesn't come due for half a decade. Got them by the balls, baby. We got this. Is it? Here it is. It is. I'm so sorry. It is a level of institutional incompetence that borders on performance art. They handed the inmates the keys to the asylum, and the inmates immediately used the keys to lock the guards out. Cohen now sits on a war chest that cost him nothing to hold, while inflation eats the lender's principal alive. The $32 bear trap, the mechanisms of the gamma nightmare. If the free loan was a slap in the face, the warrants are kicking the nuts with steel toe boots. We know that. floating around the market right now are millions of ticking time bombs with the ticker symbol GMEWS, where the warrants distributed to shareholders carrying a strike price of $32 and an expiration date of October 30th, 2026. To the average person, this number means nothing. To the quantitative easing addicts who run the marketing plummeting, it is a nightmare scenario. Here are the mechanics of the trap. If GameStop stock price crosses $32 before Halloween 2026, a mechanical chain reaction begins. The warrants transition from speculative lottery tickets into in-the-money assets. The squeeze, as the price approaches $32, the market makers, the firms whose job it is to provide liquidity, are mathematically forced to buy GameStop shares to hedge their exposure to the warrants. This is buying pressure pushes the price even higher, with the forces them to buy them even more. And the gamma squeeze continues to be engineered to look like a corporate balance sheet. Let me tell you guys something. That $32 strike price is going to just pop off like a champagne bottle. That's the way it goes down. The cash injection, if the price holds to $32, then the warrant holders will exercise their right to buy shares. And this isn't just paper profit. It pumps another $1.9 billion in cold hard cash directly into GameStop coffers. The irony here is palpable. The very mechanism that Wall Street uses to gamble on stocks is now being used to fund the company they were gambling against. If the stock goes up, GameStop gets richer. If GameStop stock gets richer, the stock goes up. It's the perfect diabolical feedback loop. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's going to work perfect. The pivot from crypto bro to corporate raider. For years, the media narrative was that GameStop was dabbling in crypto, trying to catch the tail end of the NFT grift. That era is dead. The Bitcoin stash, valued at $519 million, is reportedly on the chopping block. CEO Ryan Cohen, a man who tweets like a shit poster, only operates like an 80s corporate raider, has pivoted. He told Wall Street Journal that his plan now is genius or totally foolish. He is hunting for a high-quality, durable consumer company. He is trying to Berkshire Hathaway his way out of the mall. He doesn't want to sell you Call of Duty. He wants to buy a company that sells you insurance or pet food or batteries or something boring, profitable, and huge. And to add insult to injury, Michael J. Burry, the autistic saint of The Big Short, who predicted the 2008 crash, has reportedly bought back in. Burry is not a meme investor. He hates memes. He hates hype. He likes math. When a guy who bet against the entire global housing market looks at your meme stock and says, actually, it's trading at one-time tangible book value, it's a steal. The universe has officially inverted. Burry sees what the algorithms missed. GameStop is a SPAC, special purpose acquisition company, on steroids, armed with $10 billion and a cult following that refuses to sell. Now you burn the boats. That's what you do. Perhaps the most telling signal is Cohen's compensation. He takes zero salary. He takes no salary. Instead, in January 7th of 2026, the board handed him a burn the boats package. He gets a massive block of stock options, but they only vest if the company's market cap hits a huge milestone, starting at around $20 billion, scaling all the way to $100 billion. If the stock stays at $24, Ryan Cohen gets paid nothing. If the acquisition fails, he gets paid nothing. He has effectively leveraged his entire reputation and financial future on driving the stock price significantly higher than the critical $32 warrant threshold. The verdict? Well, you'll know what it is. We are staring down the barrel of a binary event. There is no middle ground here. Wall Street analyst class who are currently maintaining a sell rating with a price target of $13.50 are praying that Cohen burns all the cash on a bad deal. They need him to fail. If he fails, order is restored. The universe makes sense again. The dumb money goes broke, and the Ivy League boys get their bonuses. Someone's at my door. Okay, but if he succeeds, if he deploys the $10 billion war chest into a profitable company and the stock breaks $32 in October, he won't just have saved a retailer, he will have completed the greatest wealth transfer in the history of the stock market, funded entirely by the hubris of the people trying to destroy him. What happened to my light? Oh my God. Hello. Hello. Hold on. Dude, I forgot this. That never happens. Boom. Okay. Boom. The game is rigged, but for once, it might be rigged in the favor of the glitch. Us. We're the glitch. Good job, bro. I tell you, if you guys don't understand what all that was, I'm out of breath just from talking to Domino's. It was tough, man. Domino's is tough. I didn't know they ordered Domino's. Carter collecting profits. Good. My birthday is November 14th as well. Go GameStop. There you go, Jack. By the way, Marantz. Oh, there we go. Marantz, I need help. No, we're good. Okay, so we're good on that. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. So if you guys understand what he wrote, what he's saying is there's this trap that we're setting within from now until the next 6 months. No, longer than that. 10 months. We're going to go for the next 9 months, 10 months, and you're going to see some real action here. So if you're ready for it, I'm ready for it, okay? I'm going to get with you guys. Food's here. I'm going to go have dinner with the family. Haven't done that in a while. I'm always with you guys. It's Valentine's Day for us because we're going to celebrate it tonight. And I just want to tell you guys I appreciate every single one of you. I'd be remiss if I don't remind you that we are donating money for Miss Paisley. She's a young little lady who has cancer. Her uncle is in Team 51. Jesse Yu. He's been here for almost 5 years. Him and his brother are tight. They're GameStop investors. And you can Venmo at CWAKEY. C Wakey. One word. Chantel Wakey, I believe that's her name. And if you send money, if you send $25, it puts you in a raffle to win $500. Your odds are pretty good considering I gave up my spot and so did Squires too. So donate what you can, guys. If you can. It's for the family. They need a little bit of funds. They're trying their best. They came up with this creative idea to spend some money or to raise some money. I should say it that way. But what we're trying to do is come up with the same idea just to promote and help. That's what we're going to do. So appreciate you guys. Play some music on my way out. If you guys need me, you know where to find me. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace. God bless you, Miss Paisley, Jesse, and your family. And Chantel, thank you for being a teammate too. Thanks, guys. I'll see you around, millionaires.
I like to introduce myself.